Ever wondered if your thoughts have power? I mean, real, actual, measurable power. Well, get ready for this, because what I'm about to tell you is going to completely blow your mind. Look at a light bulb. Now, think about your own brain. What if I told you that right now, inside your head, there's enough electrical energy being generated to make that light bulb glow? It sounds like science fiction, but it's 100% science fact. Your brain isn't just a squishy computer. It's a living, biological power plant. The very thoughts you're having while listening to me are tiny sparks of electricity. And when you add them all up, you get something truly incredible. So, how is this even possible? Let's dive into the amazing electrical world inside your skull. It all starts with a single cell, but not just any cell. I'm talking about the superstars of your nervous system, neurons. You have about 86 billion of them packed into your brain. Think of them as tiny biological wires, all interconnected in a massive, complex network. Each neuron has a job to receive, process, and send information. And how do they send this information? Through electrical signals. When a neuron is activated or fires, it creates a tiny electrical pulse called an action potential. This pulse travels down the neuron like a spark zipping along a wire until it reaches the end. At the end, it triggers the release of chemical messengers called neurotransmitters, which then jump across a tiny gap to the next neuron, telling it whether to fire or not. This process happens millions upon millions of times every single second. Whether you're solving a complex math problem, dreaming about your next vacation, or just blinking, your neurons are firing away, creating a constant storm of electrical activity. It's a symphony of sparks, a non-stop electrical show happening right between your ears. Each individual neuron's electrical pulse is incredibly small, just a fraction of a volt. You wouldn't even notice one on its own. But when you have 86 billion neurons, all firing in coordinated patterns, that tiny electrical energy starts to add up. It's like a single raindrop versus a massive thunderstorm. One is barely noticeable, but the collective power of billions can be immense. This collective electrical energy is what we can actually measure with tools like an electroencephalogram or EEG, which places sensors on the scalp to pick up the brain's electrical rhythms or brainwave. So, we have all this electricity. The big question is, how much are we actually talking about? Scientists have done the math, and the numbers are pretty staggering. When you're awake and your brain is active thinking, learning, perceiving the world, it's estimated to generate somewhere between 10 and 23 watts of electrical power. Let's just say, on average, it's about 20 watts. Now, 20 watts might not sound like a lot when we reuse to talking about our home appliances that use hundreds or even thousands of watts. Your microwave, for example, probably uses around 1,000 watts. But think about it in a different context. A standard LED light bulb, the kind you might have in a desk lamp, often uses only about 7 to 10 watts. A dimmer, old-school, incandescent nightlight might use around 15 to 25 watts. This means that the electrical power continuously generated by your brain, by your very thoughts and consciousness, is literally enough to power a low-wattage light bulb. Imagine plugging a small lamp directly into your head and having it light up, powered purely by your mental activity. It's an incredible thought. Your brain, this 3-pound organ, is running 24/7 on the same amount of power as a dim light bulb. This also highlights just how incredibly efficient the human brain is. Your laptop or smartphone needs to be recharged constantly, but your brain runs non-stop on the equivalent energy you get from a good meal. It's a marvel of biological engineering, using a tiny amount of power to perform calculations and tasks that even the most advanced supercomputers struggle with. It manages your breathing, your heartbeat, your memories, your emotions, and your ability to learn, all while using less power than your bedside lamp. So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's a powerful reminder of the extraordinary machine you carry around in your head every day. It's not just a metaphor to say, you have a bright idea. Your ideas are literally born from sparks of electricity, the creativity that leads to a painting, the logic that solves an equation. The empathy you feel for a friend, it's all powered by this gentle, constant, electrical hum. The next time you feel down or doubt your own potential, just remember this. You are a walking, talking power source. There is a light inside your head that never goes out. Your thoughts, your consciousness, your very existence are electric. In a very real sense, your mind is literally lighting up its own little corner of the world. So, keep thinking, keep dreaming, and keep learning. Because every thought you have contributes to that amazing power. Thank you so much for joining me on this electrifying journey into the brain. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending science. And let me know in the comments, what is the most amazing fact you've ever learned about the human body? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.